Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Nelson Pillsbury and Emanuel Lasker. This amazing chess game was played in St. Petersburg, Russia in 1895. Pillsbury had white pieces and he started with d4. Emanuel Lasker played d5, c4, the queen's gambit, e6, the queen's gambit declined. Knight to c3, knight to f6, knight to f3, c5, the Tarrasch defense. Maybe. Bishop to g5, pinning the knight, c takes on d4. Queen takes on d4. Knight to c6, attacking the queen, queen to h4. Bishop to e7, unpinning, and Pillsbury castle at queenside, lining his rook with the black queen. Queen to a5, white to move, e3. 5 years later, Lasker had this position as white against Spielman and he played c takes on d5. Pillsbury played e3, bishop to d7, king to b1, the king is safer on b1 square, h6, c takes on d5, e takes on d5, knight to d4, and Lasker castled kingside, threatening pawn takes bishop. Bishop takes on f6, bishop takes bishop attacking the queen, queen to h5, knight takes on d4, e takes on d4, bishop to e6, black has a bishop here. How relevant is that? f4, rook from a to c8, f5, attacking the bishop. What is the best square for the bishop? What would you do in this position if you had black pieces? Well, it looks like that the bishop has only one good square, and that is d7. Bishop to d7 was expected, but that was a big surprise. Lasker sacrificed the exchange on c3. He wanted to sacrifice the exchange. Pillsbury played pawn takes bishop. Let's take it back. If pawn takes rook, one line goes like this, rook to c8. If now pawn takes bishop, then queen takes on c3. And after pawn takes pawn check, king to f8, perhaps the white queen comes back to the rescue of the king, but then bishop takes on d4, and black wins. The threat is queen to a1 checkmate. If rook takes the bishop, then queen to c1 checkmate. Back to our game. F takes on e6. It looks like that black should save the rook now. Do you agree? What is the best square for the rook? Emanuel Lasker played rook to a3. Amazing, isn't it? Pawn takes pawn on f7 check. Rook takes on f7. Pawn takes rook on a3. Queen to b6 check. The next move could be bishop takes pawn on d4. To prevent that, bishop to b5 was played, sacrificing the bishop, so the black queen is no longer supporting bishop takes on d4. Let's take it back. If king goes to a1, then one line goes like this. Bishop takes on d4 check, rook takes on d4, queen takes on d4 check, king to b1, queen to e4 check, king to a1, queen to e1 check, king to b2, rook to f2 check, king to b3, queen to b1 check, king to a4, rook to f4 check, king to a5, queen to b6 check, mate. And let's go back. If the king goes to c1, then bishop to g5 check, and if king goes to c2, then rook to c7, and the white king would be dead soon. Back to our game. Bishop to b5. Queen takes on b5 check. King to a1. Rook to c7. Well, queen to c4 seems like a strong move too. And if now queen to g4 defending the pawn on d4, then rook to e7. After queen to h3, bishop takes on d4. Black is winning. Back to our game. Rook to c7. Rook to d2 preventing rook to c2. Rook to c4. Rook from h to d1. rook to c3. Again, queen to c6 was another way to go, threatening rook to c1, check, and then checkmate soon after. And if king to b1, then bishop to g5. Black is better. Back to our game. Rook to c3, queen to f5, queen to c4, white to move. King to b2 was played. King to b1 was suggested by the chess experts after the game. King to b2 seems like a fine move. What could be wrong with that move? It is black to move. In this position, Emanuel Lasker played an amazing killer move. Are you ready to see the move? The move is rook to a3. The first move that comes to mind is king takes rook. Instead, queen to e6 check was played. Let's take it back. If king takes on a3, then queen to c3 check, king to a4, b5 check, king takes on b5, queen to c4 check, king to a5, bishop to d8 checkmate. Back to our game. Queen to e6 check, king to h7. So Pillsbury decided to grab the rook, hoping to be lucky. Queen to c3 check, king to a4, b5 check, king takes on b5. Black played a move and white resigned, and the move is queen to c4 check. Pillsbury resigned in view of this continuation. King to a5, bishop to d8 check, queen to b6. You can now continue according to your style and taste. If you wish to preserve the energy, you would capture with the pawn. Otherwise, bishop takes on b6 checkmate. So this is checkmate. Emanuel Lasker played many brilliant games, but he himself said that this is the best game he ever played. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.